Former Prime Minister and NRM Secretary General has weighed in on the latest announcement by NRM party officials on the fate of independent and the so-called rebel MPs.
That's a misunderstanding of the law. According to the NRM Constitution, once you are a member for life, unless you are dismissed, and your dismissal must follow a given procedure which is also described in the Constitution. So this registration is only a formality. It cannot deny anyone membership of the party.
Mbabazi, who played a key role in the expulsion of the MPs as Secretary General, says the issue of the rebel members of Parliament can only be solved legally. NRM expelled the rebel members of Parliament in 2013 for alleged indiscipline by defying party chairman President Yoweri Museveni and acting contrary to party positions in Parliament. On Monday, NRM Secretary General Kasule Lumumba told journalists that the rebel members of Parliament are not expected to register since they challenged the expulsion in the Supreme Court and the petition is pending determination.
Can't register in NRM because the case is still in court. SEC took a decision, and if there is to be a reversal, the decision has to be taken by the Central Executive Committee of NRM.
So if they were respectful of court orders, they would not do anything until our matter in the Supreme Court has come to a logical conclusion.
A lecturer of law at Makerere University, Robert Chirunda, says under the circumstances, NRM is stuck with the rebel members of Parliament since the Supreme Court is yet to pronounce itself on the matter.
The NRM cannot do anything about those MPs until the Supreme Court says so. The problem is that now NRM has triggered a different set of facts from the original set of facts. What is the difference? The difference is that by saying let us re-register, you want to give people the identity of being an NRM MP. The problem with that is that now you clash with those who have already been members.
After the expulsion, the rebel MPs petitioned the Constitutional Court, but the justices led by Stephen Kavuma held that they were expelled using the right procedure. The MPs then petitioned the Supreme Court, which issued an injunction stopping their removal from Parliament until court decides the matter.
Should it find the time, should give us a decision before September. Should that not be the case, then I honestly think that the NRM MPs should be let to register. Because as far as they are concerned, the peculiarity of their situation is that there's a court order saying you can't throw them out of Parliament. And they're in Parliament because they once belonged to the movement.
But in the event that court does not rule in time for the rebel MPs to register and take part in the NRM primaries, what options do they have?
If they were to be wise, they would take the steps that would get them to the point where they can test this in the courts of law. And I think that step is for them to go to a station and register. If they're turned away, then I think they would have a very good case to go to the courts and say, tell us what to do here. But the way that I see it, my reading of the Ugandan constitution is that you can't turn them away until the court says they don't belong anymore.
The tentative NRM roadmap shows that grassroots elections will be held from March and April, and the election of district and parliamentary flag bearers follow in June and July. Mbabazi spoke to NTV at his residence in Kololo, an upscale Kampala suburb, after meeting a group of about 25 youth who arrived in a coaster amid ululation. The youth then gave Mbabazi a yellow t-shirt with number 10 on it, which they say is a symbol of their endorsement for Uganda's 10th president.
Mukama waffe twakuletedde ne saati je twagala okukozesa ffe mu campaign.
Teri yali ajamadeko mukama waffe nga mutitiizi. Era olaba abazzi bajambala omuliro na Odinyo, Zinedine Zidane,
Pere, Roger Miller, Messi. Bona bali basajja b'amaanyi. Era ffe nga tugamba yegwe namba 10
yegwe mutebi waffe. Era katuve tugamba onaliko kino nkigame oba mzee bakikunyiza kikunyiza onalika akoma 215 216 tukulinze kulayira bulayizi.
Shilanduchire, NTV.